Well, I don't know what's quite going on here, but we are live. I am Kat Hobson. I am your host for tonight. This is Fate Mag Radio, the online voice of Fate Magazine, and I am playing with this, trying to make it work. So, anyway, I am so glad that you are here because I am just really excited. I have got a really terrific show with Lori Dorsey, and we're there. Yay! We're not there. So I love when I'm trying to learn how to do something that I already know how to do, but people can hear us. So, Lori Dorsey, thank you for being here, and I am so glad to see you. And eventually, I'm going to get this figured out.
That's okay.
I'm having a little trouble hearing you,
Okay.
but can you talk to me again?
Yes, I'm trying.
Oh, there you
Yep.
go.
Okay. It's showing that I'm there.
Yep, I hear you.
Okay.
And you look amazing, by the way.
Okay. All right.
So, this is very funny,
Yes, it is.
but that's okay.
That's all
You
right.
know, while I'm playing with this, I was not sure I was going to be able to do a show tonight because we had some stuff going on with the one and only Frankie J.
Oh,
And so that was making things a little bit, interesting.
yes.
So that was okay. I just kind of, I love stuff. What happened was I actually let him wear his real glasses to a play park as opposed to his sport glasses.
Ah.
Yeah. So that was a phone call to the parents.
Oh, yes.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But you know, I am really excited because we have 1 week until we are Scotland bound.
Yes.
And I just don't even know how to say how excited I am. And I know you feel that way too.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So what do you think is the thing that you are the most excited about?
Um, that's a toughie. Um,
I know, right?
yeah, because St. Andrews is always, has a special place in my heart. Um, but getting to explore new places that we've never seen is what I'm really excited about. Taking the train and going just to go seeing some things. Um, when we get up to Inverness, hopefully we can get the tour booked to go to the Isle of Skye and I can't remember what the castle's name. Uh, Ella,
Eileen
Ella,
Donnan.
yeah, Eileen Donnan Castle, just to see it because it's such an iconic castle. It's just wow. Um, just to be able to walk around and look and see and just experience all the new stuff that I like all the stuff that we've done before, but I'm also excited about seeing something I haven't seen before, and of course the food. Always the food.
Well, you're all about a burger.
Yes, burger and a steak. They've got both very, very good, and the steak and ale pie is very good.
And the sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, well, yes, that's dessert, definitely. And the hard ciders, yum. So,
You
I
are a
enjoy
hard
them.
cider fool.
Those are pretty darn tasty. So
Yes.
yes, but yeah,
Well,
I'm just excited to see our friends again. Like Gregor and Ryan and Liam and Lynn, and just see everybody again. That will be great again. That's always a big plus to see everybody again and just have some fun with them again.
well, the thing about the tour, that sucker sells out.
Oh, I
So
know. Mm-hmm.
we are we are hoping to be able to do stuff with our friends from Highland Paranormal because they are just the most wonderful people.
Yeah.
Everybody over there is, but
Oh, yeah.
we've been taken in by Scottish Paranormal, which is a fantastic group of investigators and friends.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to spend time. Rick already knew them,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we got to spend time with the Highland team, and they took us everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and they were so kind.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got to close that week out with a big group family style dinner,
Oh, yeah.
and it was so fun because between Liam and Laurence,
Mm-hmm.
then Barry and
Yeah.
Lindsay, and oh,
Claire.
Claire, thank you. I
Mm-hmm.
only had to copycat her on my dowsing rods, so I thought so much of her.
Yeah.
But well, and she was absolutely brilliant with instructing and helping to understand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's worse people to copycat.
That's for sure.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really I'm really looking forward to every aspect. We've got time everywhere. We already have an investigation lined up in Edinburgh,
Yeah.
and we've got that's going
Well,
to be
Jay
so much
Craig, I don't
fun.
know. Did Jay Craig get some stuff lined up for us in Edinburgh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So at least a something.
Okay.
So that's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna I actually have files to share, and if I put them up as overlays, they'll at least show up, even if we're not. So there's that.
There's that.
But I love it when a plan comes together.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to share
Oh, there you
that there
are.
we are, and there is that. But
Mm-hmm.
this is actually the Writers Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to investigate there last year, guys, and it was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Lori, what was your favorite part with that?
Um, for me, the basement. I mean, you had your
Yes.
experience up in the main floor when you scared me.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous too.
Yeah.
That was bizarre.
Mine was I liked the interaction that we got down in the basement. Um, there was for me that was, you know, you had physical interaction.
Yeah, I'm not real keen on doing that again.
Yeah, let's not do that again. But no, we had a lot of equipment interaction in the basement.
Hmm.
That's what I enjoyed
And it
as
was
far as that.
consistent down there.
Hmm.
It was consistent.
Yes. Hmm. And it was like they were really excited to talk to us.
I know.
Yeah, they. It was like somebody wants to talk to us. Oh my gosh, they didn't ignore us type thing. And the interaction, I enjoyed that part of it down in the basement. I mean, there was interaction off and on,
Hmm.
upstairs and the main floor where the museum part was at, but the
Right.
consistency with the interaction with the equipment was down in the basement, at least from my perspective, you know. Like
Well,
I
and
said,
they liked all of the equipment.
yeah, because we
So
explained to them how to use it and they took off with it from there. So,
they
yeah.
did that. Whoops.
Oh,
I don't know where that. We'll get there.
yeah.
But it really was, because they were playing with everything.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't always happen.
Mm-mm. Nope. They seem to be pretty receptive there in that museum. They were pretty receptive with us. I got the feeling they liked us.
Well,
I think they liked us.
I think that they did too. And even though I don't think that me getting whacked in the head was an aggressive thing,
No, I
I
don't think
think
so.
it was a trying to say, this is what happened to me.
Yeah,
Because she said I had just been in the room where all the paperwork relevant to his injury were.
right.
So that was trippy dippy.
Yeah, yeah. It you startled me.
Startled me too.
Yes.
You know, and I'm going to say that I'm not a medium of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I I actively choose not to, because one thing I don't want is to see people in their death state, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I really do consciously try not to have that experience.
Right.
And then it shows up. And that was not my idea of a good time.
No, like I said, you kind of went sheet white on me, and you had this funny look on your face, and I'm looking at you, and I'm thinking, okay, what is happening? She's not saying anything.
Because she couldn't speak.
Yeah.
So, will you do me a favor and lean to your left?
Lean to my left.
Mhm. There you are. Now I can see
There
you.
I am. There we
So,
go.
but we'll work this out.
Oh
But,
yeah.
I just I was so surprised that you noticed,
Oh.
because I mean, I actually put my hand back to see if I was bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
I thought somebody had hit me.
Well, the
So,
way, well, first your coloring went white, but it was the look on your face
mhm.
that startled me because I knew something was wrong. Didn't know
Yeah.
what it was. I just knew something was up, and that's when I said, "Are you okay? What's happening?"
No, somebody hit me.
That's what she said. I got whacked in the back of the head. What?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
really felt like I'd been hit with a club. And I really thought it was a pitching wedge. I mean, because it was a sharp thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
was weird.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I have a whole slew of pictures up here
Oh,
from
good.
our
Okay.
previous trips. And some of them
Okay.
may wind up covering us back up again,
Okay.
but that's okay.
That's okay.
Because I also have
Oh,
our favorite breakfast view.
yes.
So this is the Scott Monument, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually just a brilliant piece of architecture.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time that I went, that was your first time too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
When we went together. And when I got off the bus or off the tram going to our hotel, that's where my tram driver told me to make my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I crossed Waverly Bridge to go to our hotel.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there going, this is so radical. This
Yeah.
is gorgeous. And, I didn't know Waverly Bridge was a big deal. I just know I was crossing the bridge that
Mm-hmm.
was named Waverly. But because I was so immersed in the Scott Monument experience.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, that's one thing that when we were at the Writers Museum, I was so taken with because it's relevant to all three
Mm-hmm.
of Stevenson, Scott, and oh dear, Burns.
Burns. Yeah.
So it's just I love our history is not that old,
Mm-mm.
but it's still cool.
Oh yeah.
Just don't have that much time under our belt yet.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we will. Sketchy sometimes. But as well, it is what it is. But it's just so I find that all inspiring
Mm-hmm.
that there have been, granted they didn't have nukes at that point in time, or they probably would have used them because there were
Mm-hmm.
some very vicious battles over their history.
Oh yeah.
And so, and I do think they would have used them. I think
Oh
they
yeah.
would have used whatever was necessary because they were fighting for independence. And we were vicious when we were fighting for independence.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot keep people under your thumb. You would think that leadership would learn these things in
Yeah.
different parts of the world,
Mm-hmm.
but patriotism and love of home win
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10.
Oh
The
yeah.
Scots did not always,
No.
but they sure as hell tried.
Oh, big time.
There were some
Mm.
there were some fierce guys
Oh yeah.
and women. So it's just an interesting thing to me to think that, well, good gravy,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
The
And
women were
one of
just
the
as tough
things,
as the guys.
the women are still just as tough as the guys.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think that I'm really knocked out by that because our favorite history and horror company owner or owners, Lynn and Gary both, they participate
Oh yeah.
in reenactments
Mm-hmm.
of the Jacobite Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And the images that Lynn has on her Facebook are striking and badass. So, or she's striking and badass too.
Oh
So
yeah.
that makes it fun.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, seriously,
Mm-hmm.
it's just so fascinating. And I'm going to share a picture over here that Lynn is taking this picture, which is why she's not in this picture. But
Mm-hmm.
this is her husband, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
And he was giving us a tour through Paris. And this was last year. And I'm going to tell you, they live in that area of
Yeah.
Perthshire. And there was not one thing that I didn't love about that area.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that the whole experience that we had with them, we had let me find one thing. This is a street view that I took one morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I just thought that was beautiful. And that was from the tour that we were doing. This was not my breakfast picture that I took,
Okay.
but that was when we were actually walking through, and he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about the floods and
Mm-hmm.
the things that had happened there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, well, wow,
Mm-hmm.
this is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm not seeing, I will go back and get it. But this is the hotel that we stayed at in Perth.
Oh yeah.
Is that
Salutation.
gorgeous, guys? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, salutation. And it was brilliant because that little window, the second floor window,
Mm-hmm.
is where I ate breakfast, looking out down that street.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a car street. That's a pedestrian walkway.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a lot different, I don't think, than it was back in the day. None of Perth is really.
Mm-hmm.
And they say Perth, and I try to respect that
Yeah.
because my Southern gets in the way. But yeah. But it was just so interesting
Mm-hmm.
to see because we investigated that hotel.
We did.
What was
It
your
was
favorite part
active.
of that? It
Well, I
was.
mean, it was so active in that one room down there that Bonnie Prince Charlie
Hmm.
was down there, had meetings or something down
Yeah.
in the back of the hotel or something, and we had quite a bit of activity down there, especially when Mikey put out the tracer thing, when
Yes.
like
And
going up and down the stairs, seeing what we were doing, and then went back up
mhm,
and then came back down, and that was pretty that was pretty amazing when it came
yeah.
to when we were asking questions. Something came out, something came down the stairs. We did get some responses, but something was definitely checking us out. My
Mhm,
K2 was going off quite a bit, and even my doll was going off. My K2
yeah.
doll, and she didn't do too. I didn't get a lot of interaction with her, but down there I did. I mean, I got
Yeah.
quite a bit. So yeah,
And
yeah,
Lynn was actually getting a lot of input using the Estes method.
mm-hmm, yep,
And I found that really pretty cool.
mm-hmm,
I mean, I was getting some when I tried it, but I'm not the biggest fan of that process.
right,
Um, I feel like there's a vulnerability to that, and there is.
mm-hmm,
But
oh yeah,
Lynn was getting stuff left and right,
mm-hmm,
and I was fascinated
mm-hmm,
because it was unexpected to me. But
mm-hmm.
that tracer tape that you're talking about, Mikey got that. Ghost Stop still has it. And
No,
I'm surprised that they do still have that because I would think that they would be out constantly. If
mm-hmm.
anybody had any idea that that got the reaction that it does.
Yeah, because there was different lengths and there was different.
Mhm,
You could buy different lengths of the
mhm,
tracer thing, and
mhm.
it's pretty amazing. I mean, when it works, it's like, oh my goodness, wow,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
that is EMF based.
yeah,
So, so it's like having a it's like having KT meters stretched out down the hallway
yeah,
for
yep,
those that aren't familiar with it.
yeah,
And I mean, you could watch them come at you.
oh yeah, walk right up to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was pretty
That
cool.
was disconcerting, but cool.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it was disconcerting because I didn't anticipate that success with that.
mm-hmm.
Not that I
I
was questioning anybody, but
yeah,
it was so effective.
mm-hmm. Oh, it was amazing. I was glad
Yeah.
Mikey brought it.
Yeah.
I've seen it used, but to actually see it in person, yeah, it's pretty amazing piece of equipment.
Yeah. Well, it's Mikey has all the cool toys.
Oh,
Not only does, Mikey from old, yeah, say Mikey will eat anything,
oh
but
yeah,
Mikey will buy anything to use in ghost hunting and bring it so everybody can play with him.
oh yeah.
And
He's
so, but genuinely, he is one of the sweetest, nicest men I know.
mm-hmm.
And to be able to have that experience, it's also the best
Oh yeah,
investigator I know when it comes to the tech side of things.
oh yeah,
But,
yeah. His
you
drone
know,
work is amazing.
it is amazing. And, almost got almost got in trouble with that. But when you get a message on your drone that says the government is about to take control of your device,
Yes, your
you know,
device. You
you should
you
move
get
out
it
of
out
this
of there.
airspace. Yeah, he did too.
Yeah,
But
you gotta get it out.
because we are not law breaking paranormal investigators.
No.
We just have a drone operator that's brilliant and was looking to get stuff over a river and
Yeah.
got a little too close to government buildings.
Yes.
So I'm glad that didn't happen in Edinburgh because we would have had to explain that to Jay Craig.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Jay Craig wasn't
So,
happy when Mikey told him about it anyway. So
mm, yeah, he was like,
no, I
we
didn't.
can't see that. Yeah.
No.
So, but that's one thing that it's easy to forget when you're in these towns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the government, it's not just pretty and it's not just antique buildings. And
Mm-hmm.
can buildings be antique, or is that just furniture and toys? But
Well,
historic buildings,
historic. Yeah.
um, you know, there's a lot because especially Edinburgh is the capital of
Mm-hmm.
Scotland. And so there's an awful lot of business that goes on there.
Oh yeah.
There's a royal residence there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of stuff
Oh yeah.
that you cannot be around when you're flying.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
for sure.
but we did get some great footage.
Yeah, we did, especially when we were up on
Wait,
Colton
like I've got
Hill.
a mouse in my pocket. Mikey got some great footage.
Yeah, Mikey got some
So,
great footage. It was at the Colton
Colton
Cemetery.
Hill
He got
Cemetery.
some pretty amazing drone there at that cemetery. When he sent
Mm.
it up, it was like wow, you know.
I thought I
Just
had put a picture in here. Yeah.
yeah,
And that is the Colton Cemetery.
yeah.
And, that place, what did you think of it when we were in there investigating?
Um, it had a different vibe. I've been up there twice. I've been up there during the day, which is kind of cool because you can see the headstones. And then we went up there at night. Night, it's a different vibe, I guess. It's kind of like, I don't know, like eyes are looking at you or seeing what you're doing. During the day, it's like, okay, you're here to see what's here, but at night they're kind of, yeah, they're not mean, but they're, you know, just keeping an eye on you,
Well, I
trying to
felt
figure
like
out.
that too. And some of the graves that were um well, caged. I mean,
Yeah.
in appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Yet there were some to me that felt like there were people watching.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely a hills have eyes kind of thing,
Oh yeah.
and
And the abandoned buildings kind of behind it
yeah.
was different. I mean, just kind of, just like I said, it just gave an odd vibe. It wasn't angry or evil or anything. It was just
Wasn't evil.
no. It was just they were trying to see what we were doing. You know,
Well,
trying
because they
to figure
probably
out.
thought we were sketchy.
Well, they probably did, especially with Rick. Towering over everybody.
Yeah. But I will say that he is actually a very courteous investigator.
Mm-hmm.
He's not very.
But he can get his warrior face on pretty
He
fast.
can. Well, when it comes up, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
you know,
I can attest to
it's
that.
yeah. And thank goodness sometimes,
Yes.
there comes times that you need intercession,
Mm-hmm.
in my experience, and
Well,
yours.
especially when something comes running down the stairs behind me and he jumps and turns around.
Yeah.
It's got to go to battle, and nothing came over top
Battle
of me.
is, yeah. But that battle thing, sometimes you just got to have it.
Yeah.
And, when, what was the name of that jail when we were there the first time?
Was that
Uh, Inverary jail? Wasn't Inverary jail, was
Inverary?
it?
Wasn't it?
Was
It
it
wasn't it
Inverary?
Inverary? Yeah, because it wasn't Sterling.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure it was that Inverary jail that we
But
got to
so
walk
no,
around.
Inverary Castle is right there, but I thought that town was a different name. But still, um, it was it was pretty impressive
Well, yeah,
because you know,
we got some EVPs. We got murder. Wasn't it Mikey
yeah,
or Cheryl or somebody?
Rick,
Got, was it Rick? Got murder?
yeah,
Or,
when he was in there doing a EVP session,
mm-hmm.
when we were, in fact, you and I were in there. We were sitting in the like would have been the audience
Yeah.
of the trial.
And
So,
they got quite, there was quite a bit of interaction. But like I said, after Lee Dunn went in there and said that there was a guy in there he saw
mhm.
that was would be like harassing people. That's when I said, I wonder if that's who ran up behind me trying to
I
scare
would
me.
think, I would
And
think,
that's when Lee said, well, it could possibly have been because he was just he just liked scaring people, you know, kind of a
yeah.
jerk, you know.
Well, maybe that's why he was in there.
Could be. Probably
Maybe
in
that's
jail
why
for
he
that
is in there
reason.
as a spirit too.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody fix that. But, you know, I just really think that I think it's funny that you get rushed a lot,
Yeah.
relatively speaking.
Mm-hmm. Usually comes up behind me.
Yet they make a run at you.
Yeah. It is a bit odd because that's what, just like when Rick and I were walking up Calton Hill
Mhm.
and something came up behind us, and it was
Yeah.
behind me first, but we both heard it about, pardon me, you know,
Yeah.
and it came up behind me, and that's when, didn't turn around. I just scooted closer to the railing so I could grab a hold
Mhm.
of it because I thought, well, you jerk, you want to go around me, go around me.
Yeah.
And that's when Rick stopped in front of me and he turned around and goes, did you hear that? I said, yeah. I said, what? That's why I'm up against the handrail. He goes,
Yeah.
turn around. And I turned around and I went, huh, there's nobody there. And there was no
Yeah.
one coming up through there. I went, well, you're right about Scotland. You never
Yeah.
know who's going to
You
talk to
don't.
you. That's for sure.
And that's, I mean, that to me is one of the coolest things because the whole place is haunted.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Because where you're talking about having that man come up and, need to get by, that
yeah.
wasn't in a cemetery.
No.
That was walking up Calton Hill, which is a beautiful place. It
Oh, yeah.
has like the sun version of the Pantheon there.
Mm-hmm.
And, the it's beautiful. You can look
Oh,
at the sea and the castle and you can see all of Edinburgh.
yeah. You can see
So,
Holyrood. You can see
mhm,
Holyrood Castle. You can see Arthur's Seat. You can see
mhm,
where the big cruise ships come in.
mhm.
It's really a cool place.
Yeah. And, I was just kind of looking at everything because when we were there, it was kind of like that twilight. It's nighttime, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not nighttime there
Yeah.
because it doesn't really get nighttime there in the
It
summer.
doesn't get dark, dark. Yeah.
No. And so to me, I thought that was one of the most unique light. I'm a photographer. I noticed lighting. It was one of the coolest lighting scenarios I've
Mm-hmm.
ever seen. I thought that was so neat.
Mm-hmm. It was
So,
pretty cool. It was
and then
beautiful.
everything, it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of the government buildings, they light up red
Mm-hmm.
at night.
At night.
So everything looking back toward the castle is all red.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, this is neat.
Mm-hmm. Oh
This
yeah.
is really neat. So, Yeah, I fell in love with up there.
Yeah, it's
Even if
pretty
it was
cool during the
frosty.
day. If you go up during the day, it's
Yeah.
really you can really see a lot in the daylight. But night is just the lighting is really very unique when the city lights up. It's really pretty.
It's kind of dramatic. I
Yeah.
like that.
hmm Considering there's no skyscrapers, everything is low.
And no, nor will there be.
No, that's true.
I love that.
hmm
You know, we actually tear down everything that matters,
Yeah.
to put new.
hmm
But I like that they do not.
No.
And I think that has a lot to do with why it is as haunted as it is, because
hmm
everything is still there.
hmm Oh yeah.
And the battlefields are still there.
hmm Even the closest,
And
Mary King's
Mayor
Close,
King's Close. Yeah.
that was creepy. I mean,
Yeah.
really, that was creepy. But it was part of the history. I mean, that
Hmm.
is just part of Scotland's history when people lived underground. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and
I mean, it's
that,
the most, it still is the most besieged castle in the history of
yeah,
everything,
hmm
the most attacked castle
yes,
in the history of everything.
hmm and
And
everybody
that's
had to move
significant.
underground.
Yeah.
And
Because when
then,
they would be firing from the ships,
yep, they
if you
had to,
weren't underground, you were dead.
yeah,
Sometimes you were anyway.
yeah. Well, then the diseases started cropping up, because of the
Hmm.
rats and all the stuff that ended up being
And the film.
underground with them,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
fleas and things. And
Well,
then it
and the
turned
not being able to dispose of waste significantly. I
right.
mean, wasn't sanitary.
No,
So,
and there was a whole family in like a little box. I mean, just like little tiny, you know, 2 rooms the size of a closet. They had all,
yeah.
whole family, and it was definitely creepy. I mean, I
Yeah.
got an odd vibe even when we went on the what was that other tour? We went to the vaults.
The Edinburgh Vaults.
Yeah, that was that was creepy too.
Yeah.
Seriously, that was creepy. Now, did anything happen? No, but man, I'll
Mikey
tell
got
you,
whacked.
yeah, it was creepy. I mean, all the way around, it was an odd vibe. I felt like I was being watched, you know,
Well, we
in
were
some of those
being watched
areas in
the
there.
whole time,
Yeah, and
especially, um, and it was, usually it's the lights. People
yeah,
use lighting to create a vibe or whatever.
hmm
And they didn't there.
no,
The vibe was the vibe.
yeah. And
And
what was that other one we went to? That
um,
labyrinth.
Banshee Labyrinth.
Yeah, that was
And,
weird. That was a
well, yeah.
and they were showing Jaws the movie.
Jaws, yeah. And it was at the beginning where the woman's being drug all over the place,
Yes,
which is my favorite
everything.
part of that movie and scares me to death. But because
Yes.
I'm a beach girl and I am a saltwater swimmer. So when I saw that the first time, I was like,
Ooh,
no.
yeah.
But so
That
that
was an
was a
odd
lot
vibe.
of dramatic weirdness. That
Yeah,
was a very odd fight.
yeah.
And I did not put our stockade pictures in there. So you're
Forgot
welcome.
about those.
Well, you couldn't really see us because we've got everything up here and it's such dark purple.
Yeah,
And it was funny.
it was funny.
But I thought you were gonna get stuck.
I
But
didn't.
you didn't.
No.
But you didn't. And I thought that was probably one of my it was one of my favorite interesting places
Mm-hmm.
because it's a bar.
Yeah. It's a
I mean,
bar
it
now.
has so many levels of
Mm-hmm.
rooms, and you can there's no telling how far down those the stairs would
Mm-hmm.
go.
Yeah.
And and it is all neon like this,
Mm-hmm.
that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what I really thought of that. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. It was a cool place, but it was definitely odd. It wasn't
Definitely.
creepy odd like Mary King's clothes, but it was just odd.
Yeah. Well, it is an active bar.
Yeah.
So,
There's people in and
with,
out all the time. Yeah.
yeah, and music and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought some of the places that we actually got to visit that we hadn't before,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad that we were able to go back because our
Yeah.
first trip was such a disappointment.
Yeah.
Scotland wasn't a disappointment,
No. The
but
trip was, but Scott wasn't.
yeah, the lack of organization and the freak of nature behavior of the tour person. You
Yes.
know, Unfortunately, I'm older now and not apt to take a person out.
True.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But you know,
Mellow with
this
age.
maybe.
But yeah. What was the other?
So
Where did we? Oh my gosh. What was that one place we ate several meals at when we first got there? It was just down from our hotel. That was a good place. And I can't
well,
remember the name
McDonald's.
of it. No, 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 no. One with the yeah, McDonald's. That was a great view, but I'm talking about that restaurant that we went to that had the greenery and stuff on the outside. And it was down from our that first motel one we stayed at. The one Rick told me that I had the wrong one. It was the one over on Waverly Bridge,
Yeah.
and there was a restaurant that we all met down there the first time we met.
Oh, I don't remember the name of that restaurant,
I can't remember, but it was a good
but
place to eat. They
it
had good
was a good place
food.
to. Yeah.
That's where I got my first berry cider,
Well,
hard cider, and it was so good. So good.
wasn't your last one though.
No, not in the least.
It's really so cool because there wasn't really a bad meal
No.
through Scotland.
Yeah, not at all. Because, like I said, I'm always curious because each restaurant always has their own recipe for their steak and ale pie and their sticky toffee pudding. Eat,
Mhm.
it's just they just do. I don't know. They have their own twist to it. The haggis. Each it
I
seems like
wouldn't
each
know.
restaurant does
I
that
wouldn't
too.
know.
Has their own thing.
Well,
I
breakfast
but
haggis is different than dinner haggis
yeah, it's
because when we went to that really nice restaurant with Lynn and Gary,
mm-hmm,
and Lynn got the haggis that was done
mm-hmm,
like in the belly,
mm-hmm.
the stomach thing,
Yeah,
as opposed to the haggis that you have that's so dry like a little hockey puck
yeah.
for breakfast. Um, and she was like, "You can try this if you like," and I'm like, "Yeah." She's like,
That's okay.
"It's really delicious." I'm like,
Mm,
"So is my steak,"
yeah,
you
I could
know?
say
Yeah,
yeah.
but
No, I'll stick to my hamburger. Thank you.
well,
But they've got great
yeah,
macaroni and cheese too.
well. everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the
You
ice
know,
cream.
banana. Banana ice cream is my favorite, and it's there.
Yes.
And it was unexpected,
Mm-hmm.
because the guy came over and he was like, "Would you like dessert?" And I was like, "Well, what do you have?" And he said, "We have this, we have that, we have this, we have banana ice cream." I said, that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know what my face looked like, but it must have been hilarious because Rick still laughs about it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, there you go.
This is the best banana ice cream I've ever had
On the planet.
on the planet.
On the planet.
Oh, I was between the sticky toffee pudding and the shortbread cookies. Hello. You know, my tongue was slapping my brains out. It was so good.
Well, and you don't really hear people talk about Scottish food being outstanding
Yeah. Oh no.
because it's so different from ours.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had anything that I thought was bad,
Mm-mm.
really,
Would I eat?
except the haggis that was too hard. It was
Yeah.
overcooked.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't mind the beans for breakfast or the stewed tomatoes, the steamed tomatoes. They're okay. Their bacon is, you know,
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon. And it's not bad, but the thing I just can't get past is the sausage.
Yeah.
Has no flavor. There's no
Yeah.
seasoning in it. That's why I go to McDonald's, because at least the McDonald's sausage
Is sausage.
is flavored sausage. And I do like the potato scones that they have,
Hmm.
the like potato cake scones. Those are pretty tasty. They're not a lot of flavor, but they've got a good, they go well with the ham, or the not ham, Canadian bacon. So
Hmm.
it goes well together.
Yeah.
And the
It's
tomatoes aren't bad. Like I said, I can do
I
tomatoes.
love the tomatoes.
The beans, yeah, they're okay.
I,
They're not a lot of
beans
flavor
are for
in
supper.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Beans
I
are for
don't.
supper.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't. That's the one thing I notice is the seasonings aren't prevalent there, the way we season things. You know,
Well,
not
we have
a lot
such
of.
an eclectic community. I mean,
Yeah.
we really are a melting pot of societies and communities. So we have areas of our country that are German or Polish or Italian or, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Latin American or, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we have everything
Oh yeah.
and pretty much everywhere because as people migrated farther west, they took their recipes and stuff with them.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Scotland doesn't really have that per se.
Yeah.
You know, most of our flavor, most of our spicy things are more Latin in flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why.
That could be. The mashed peas, I had to add a lot of salt for that. I ate them, but
I
they
did
have
not,
not a lot of seasoning. Give me
not a lot
salt.
of flavor,
Mm-hmm.
period.
Yeah,
And
but I ate them. I ate them.
well, you're kind of a member of the Clean Plate Club. You can tell your mom used to make you do that.
Oh
And there's
yes.
nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to, but I just couldn't do the peas.
Uh,
I
they
was
were
just,
tough.
yeah.
The
And
mashed,
if I have to make myself eat something, I'm just not gonna.
yeah. Like I said, if I
Steak
have
was good though.
salt or if they have butter, give me butter. I'll butter them.
It's like green mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Definitely different.
Yeah. Well,
Just like the
and
blood pudding. Not one of my favorites.
I didn't even try.
Oh, I did. Yeah, not a fan. I tried it.
What was it?
Very
What was the
dry.
texture?
There was no flavor. It was very dry and very crunchy. The one I had, I you know, there was not really any flavor to it. Truthfully,
Hmm.
it was just very dry, very almost like a rice cake.
Oh,
Yeah, not at the top of my
okay.
list. Now, give me a steak and ale pie, and I'm good.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite things was, you know, if we're going to talk about food, was here. That do you, we had a barbecue there.
Oh, okay. That was at that house. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or converted
And
church into
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And I named this picture a church called home. So
Mm-hmm.
because it is converted and it's beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Scottish Paranormal hosted an event,
Mm-hmm.
um, kind of come hunt with the Americans kind of a
Yeah.
thing. And it was so much fun because we got to go here. They had, they call them beef burgers
Yeah.
and hot dogs
Mm-hmm.
and all kinds of side dishes that were
Mm-hmm.
really good.
Yeah.
The desserts were amazing.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I just thought that was so fun to
Yeah,
be
it was.
able to be included in that event.
Mm-hmm. And there was activity in the church when they were standing up
Yeah.
on the pulpit. They got an EVP.
I didn't know that. What did it
Yeah,
say?
they did. It was like, "Why are you here? What are you doing here?" Type
Yeah.
thing. And I kind of went, "Wow," because I think Ryan was up there, then Mikey was up there.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got activity. I kind of went, well, probably, you're not the minister of the church. So it's
Yep.
like, okay. But the food was really cool, though. I tried a little bit of everything that anybody brought that I didn't know what it was, you know,
Yeah.
just to try it. And it was fun. It was fun.
And it was
And
all
then we
good.
went to Balgoni after that, you know. It was Balgoni, wasn't it? Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
That
And
was the
then
night that we had a great tour with one group. The
the
Lear showed
very
up for one
first
group.
the very first group came in.
You know,
Because I was thinking, was that when we went to Temple? No, that was Balgoni. Yeah.
it was
Mm-hmm.
it was Balgony. And because Temple, we went with
Lee and Greg
and Ryan.
and Ryan. Yeah, that was an
And
interesting place.
that was an interesting place. And it was so interesting because it's never happened before, but you would disappear off of my thermal imaging camera. You were there, you would take a step back, you were gone.
Yeah, I was back and forth quite a bit.
It was so trippy.
Mm-hmm. It
And
was almost like a portal.
just like a portal,
Mm-hmm.
because it was a portal.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, it
was.
had to be and, but I'm looking at you and I'm like, well, she is right there. And I know that when it first started, you were like, because I'm like, step up. And there you be. And I'm like, okay, step back. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally did that, because I kept doing it, and you're like, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? I said, you're disappearing. I'm losing you when you move.
Mm-hmm.
And,
It,
because
it was a different vibe, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The energy was very, very different. It wasn't
Well, it was
scary, but
ancient. Yeah.
it was old. Yeah, it was very old. Just like when we went to what was it? Where the circle, where we started seeing the church with the circle of trees and stuff.
Dunbar, Dunkeld.
Demkel, yeah,
Dunkeld.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was old energy. Oh my goodness, definitely old energy.
I'm gonna
Ancient.
see. I had I'm trying to see if I can find some pictures of Dunkeld because
The bridge was beautiful.
yeah. Well, and you know what was interesting to me was that it was round. They made round rounded tops on that.
Mm-hmm. And it had the
And
Templar. It
I
had the nice Templar crosses.
mhm. I mean that whole thing was so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I just could not, yeah, Lynn kept saying that, you know, because there was a jail under the bridge.
Yes.
And she was like, you know, there's stuff. And I wouldn't have reached my hand in there because I did feel like it was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, it didn't feel scary
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that. It didn't feel aggressive. And, but there was some energy. And that was cool because when we
Mm-hmm.
were at the other end, and this is on the River Tay, it's very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal. And we had a wonderful lunch there. That's a beautiful village.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I didn't realize, you know, that you weren't familiar with energy circles.
Yeah. I had no idea.
And
I found out.
you did find out. And you did it well, though. You didn't
Yeah.
like fall down, go boom or anything.
No, no.
But,
You took me to my knees.
well, you had a hurting, you had a hurt shoulder.
That's true.
So
I
you
did.
needed some energy work. Just it came out stronger than I anticipated. So, yeah.
It
Well,
was
I
pretty
think the
cool.
environment had something to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was just me being irresponsible with my energy, but I do think it had something to do with that because
Well,
it
yeah.
was that was so neat.
Mm-hmm. The trees were encircled,
And
and I had never paid any attention till you brought it to my attention.
mhm,
Because you pointed, see those trees are in a circle. That's an energy circle. So I started kind of like paying attention when I saw that. And that's, just like when we went to the cairns,
yeah,
those
Saba
standing
Cairns.
stones. Holy mackerel. That was ancient energy. Because
Yeah,
those trees that were circled, they were intertwined. They were huge. They were
they were
old
huge.
trees. And
And there were so many of the circles.
yeah,
I mean, everywhere that you turned, you were
and
looking
if
into another
yeah,
circle.
when you would, I went and stood on uh, the roots were just huge, and I touched the tree, and you could just,
Yeah,
it was like you could feel it. I mean, really feel that energy. It was like holy mackerel. I mean, the stones were cool. I didn't get the energy feel until I got to the trees, and the trees was like, oh my, you know, it was um, it was something because I've never felt that kind of ancient energy ever till then. It was like this is like pre-dawn energy.
yeah.
It's been around for a long time. It was almost for me um, comforting. You're going to be fine. Type energy. You're okay. So yeah, and I went to each of the circle of trees all around through there. Besides going to the rocks, the circle of rocks, but the trees was more of a comfort for me. You know.
Well, I
Mm,
think that, you know, I was not getting a lot from the cairns.
yeah.
And I don't know why,
Yeah.
because they're they're grave sites, right?
Hmm.
So there should be something there.
Hmm. I
And
didn't get it. I mean, I didn't feel that until I got to the trees.
yeah, the tree's energy was kinetic, I felt like.
Hmm.
You know, it was active, it was interactive, it
Hmm.
was there for for you.
Mm. It was.
And even when I went into the cairns, I did not get that sensation.
Mm.
And I know that Barry Fitzgerald was doing um, a dowsing session
Hmm.
in one of them, and he was
Yeah.
getting some feedback.
Yeah.
But I never did get that.
And I went to each. I went inside. You know, I even laid my hands on the cairns just to
I
see,
did.
like, you know. But it was like it was nature. It's the trees. That's where I got the vibe, I guess, from. I felt something. You know. So,
Well,
but
those trees have been there guarding that area for a long time,
oh yeah, definitely.
and maybe what energy was in the cairns at one point
Yeah,
went to support the protection that the trees were offering.
that could be. That could be. But that was a cool place. I like that. That was pretty neat.
I liked it too.
Well, that and that other was it Liam that took us over to that little creek thing?
Yes, and that was the coolest thing. And in all fairness, the first tour that we went over there with went to the Nino Den.
Yeah,
And with my knees, I could not climb up
right,
down. I would have been able to get down. I couldn't get back up because
right.
that was when my knee injury was still kind of new.
Yeah.
But we were told that all of those cloths tied above the Nino Den were curses.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah, and it
And
wasn't.
and that the well was, you know, evil and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we went with somebody who truly knows Scottish history because they are Scot.
Yeah.
And we went to another stream.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the significance of that stream? I don't remember
It
that.
was it was used. I'm trying to the druids used that
Mhm.
one
Yeah.
quite a bit, and it was considered I don't know, magical because
Okay.
of there was like they called it a well, but it was like the low spot that was, when the water came down, it pooled there, and the water there was supposed to be like
Healing.
blessed or magical or something, and
Uh-huh.
you would, we made a wishing well. We threw coins into the well, which is like the little pool, and they say you can drink out of it. I wouldn't, but some
No,
lady that came back there did, took a drink out of the pool, out of the
because it's
well,
healing.
and then we tied. We he
Got them
gave us
wet.
cloth, and then we tied our wish or our prayer
Mhm.
to it, you know.
After we dunked it in the water.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then tied it, you know, and got, we came up out of there. It was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And before they went in, they said, "Don't be surprised if your energy, has a negative effect while you're in there," because they had brought somebody there and they had to leave very quickly because their energy clashed with being in there, and it had the total opposite effect on me.
Me too.
It was like it was comforting. It took my headache away. It was like, you know,
It was
calming.
energizing.
Yeah, yeah. It made you feel better.
Hmm.
So I didn't have a negative effect back there. So I was okay with that. Because me with trees now. It's like an ocean.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I made a believer out of you on those trees, didn't I?
Yep, you did.
So it's really it's really wild. But you mentioned the ocean. With the ocean, the actual atmosphere is different.
Oh
Literally,
yeah.
there's scientifically, the water creates almost, I want to say ionization, but it's not. I don't think it really is that.
Mm-hmm.
But it does create a chemical reaction from the movement and the waves and everything that's up into the air.
Mm-hmm.
And it truly is healing for humans.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I had neglected to notice my first trip to Scotland is that no matter where you go, you are in the North Sea. I mean, it's an
Yep.
island.
Yeah.
And there's
It's
not a
pretty
place
cool.
there that there's not a place there that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might have something to do with why the people are the way they are. It's a positive energy charging kind of a
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Oh yeah.
blows my mind,
Yeah. It's
which is
pretty.
why I'm a different person at the beach than I
Mm-hmm.
am at home.
Oh,
And
definitely.
it's not because I'm behaving different or anything. Yeah, my husband told me 20 years ago, "You're so much different when you're here." I was like, I don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
It fixes me.
Yes. Well, when I went that first time I went
Hmm.
after the tour, I stayed an extra 10 days, and going to the harbor at St. Andrews, it was like, you know,
Yeah.
it was like I had forgotten, like it was a part of me had forgotten about the water. Is like your home,
Hmm.
look, your home. This is where you have peace. And I could have sat there, you know, for hours and just
Yeah.
absorbed everything, sitting there. But Rick, we had to go get some ice cream.
Well, fortunately, there's an ice cream stand beside it. So, but to me, because when you came to Gulf Shores,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even the time of year to go and do the dolphin tours or anything like that. So you
Right,
still haven't experienced that yet.
right.
And there's something about being out on the water,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's for an hour or two,
Mm-hmm.
and especially if you're not having to pay for that boat and the upkeep of it
Right.
and the dock and the insurance and everything. If you can go out on somebody else's boat, it is a good day.
Oh yeah.
And but you go out, and for me it's fun because I go all the time when I'm there because I like to watch people watch dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to watch dolphins, but it's fun to watch people that never have seen one
Yeah.
react to them. And the energy that you get on those little cruises is astounding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I go out with this one particular company every time,
Mm-hmm.
and their captains know me. And so, like, I'll get up on the bow of the ship, and there's people there, especially in the summertime. It's so fun because nobody's from there.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, if you'll just watch, you know, they're going to put the dolphins between, because there's two boats that run together in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they're going to put the dolphins between the boats.
Oh, okay.
And, when the boats pull up beside each other, they're going to be behind us, but in between this space.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, well, really? I said, trust me, get there. And especially with kids,
Yeah.
you want them to have all the fun.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so wild because you're out on the water, same as St. Andrews, the water.
Mm-hmm.
And again, moving water.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they get moving, they're making the sea spray.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting that into you. And then dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Pretty cool.
heaven.
Yeah.
It's heaven.
It is.
So, I can't wait to get your butt on one of those boats. I really cannot wait to do that.
Me too.
So we can maybe find somebody to take us out for meeting of the minds, but it's kind of late in the year for that.
Yeah. No,
So we'll maybe reach out and let my friends know that that's an event that's coming, and you may want to have some cruises going.
please.
So please, please, please.
Please, please, please.
But that's what I got in St. Andrews too. And I know that all of y'all think I'm crazy because I was putting my feet in the water wherever we went. But
I was putting my
that's why,
hands in the water.
yeah, but that's why I put my feet in,
I know.
because it's a grounding thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, the North Sea and St. Andrews, Loch Ness, there's someplace else. And, because it's how I connect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I
And
put my hands in. I don't put my feet in.
yeah,
Put my hands in.
yeah.
Splash around. I found a really cool
So
rock when I was at
you found a
Loch Ness.
great rock.
Mm-hmm. Found some
That's a
really cool.
gorgeous rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when the first time I was there, you had left, and I went on a cruise of Loch Ness, which was pretty cool. That was fun.
Yeah.
Getting to see, cruise around every place. It was pretty neat. But yeah, I understand why it was such a it was definitely not the Caribbean water. It's not the crystal
Not
blue
even,
Caribbean water there, but it's pretty cool
yeah.
though. Pretty cool.
Well, the farther south you go, the more turquoise it gets.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Jack's already told me he wants to go to Scotland with me because he wants to get a picture of Nessie. I said, okay, buddy, we'll see what we can find.
no doubt.
Yeah.
You will have to be traveling for a while
Yes.
out there on that.
He just doesn't appear.
Yeah, you could probably take them up above you to Lake Champlain,
Yeah.
New York, because they got a Champlain one too.
Yeah, that's true.
So probably don't want to tell them that.
No.
So be cheaper though.
Oh yeah,
So,
for sure.
you know,
Oh, where was that other place we went to? Now I'm losing my mind here. Inverness.
Oh
When
my
we were up at
gosh.
Inverness, that bridge, that water there, that was pretty cool.
Hmm.
That was
Well,
that in what river was
it
that?
was Ness River Ness.
River Ness. Yeah, because
Hmm.
that went out to Loch Ness.
Hmm.
That was pretty neat. I liked it. And we could watch from that restaurant we ate at. You could look
Hmm.
out the big windows.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I like that. And we're staying up there, right? Yeah.
We're staying on the other end.
Okay.
Like from our bridge, you're going to go like to the right
Oh,
and go
okay.
down past Leakey's
Mm-hmm.
and then go over it.
Okay.
But it's walkable. Everything is walkable.
Like I say, everything's walkable. And I'm in a lot better shape than I was the first time I was there. So.
Yeah. Well, I am not because I have been fighting this stuff. But which is one of the reasons that I was so wiped out from
Mm-hmm.
today. Because I do fine, but I don't have a lot of coping mechanism right this red hot minute. It'll
Right.
pass.
Right.
But um oh, Tom McNicholas says I'm confused. I was watching another live show at the same time. And it may be because I told Carl I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get here.
Now,
So he may have run something.
yeah.
So sorry, Tom. I didn't mean to mess you up, man. But this will be out there too. And so for people that are watching the other one, then this will be fresh.
There you go.
I just didn't want there to not be something to watch,
Right.
right? Because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it.
Right.
And Lori saved my bacon. So, because she always is like, oh, we're fine. Go now. So, and go we did.
Yes, we did.
But,
No
you
issues.
know, I am really excited because being able to go to Sky,
Yes. I'm excited
we
about
have
that.
we have always wanted to go to Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be the first chance that we've gotten. And Eileen Don and Castle.
Yeah. And they're not far apart. That's what I
20
was
minutes,
thinking.
I think Greg said.
Yeah. Greg said that too. Said it's only like 20 minutes. I said, you're
Yeah.
kidding. He goes, no, it's not far. I went, oh, well, yay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Get to
And
see it.
get to see it. And I'm going to take a voice recorder in.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take the K2.
I may take my thermal imager.
Well, I've got my app on my phone, so I can also do an SLS. So,
I was thinking, are you sure that's not that same one that we tried that first time that you came with me to Arkansas?
I don't know, truthfully, because
Because
there's so many out there right now. There's so
mhm,
many SLS apps, and this one seemed to be a little more scientific than the other ones, you
mhm,
know, because the other ones seem to, you go, if you had like a reflection, it would show something up.
mhm,
This one doesn't do that. I mean, you have to be, you know, the mindset of watching what it's mapping, you know.
mhm,
But it does a little bit better than the other ones that I've seen work that at Old Paulding Jail.
mhm.
Several people had the SLS app and it was mapping everything. It was like
Yeah.
it wasn't distinguishing for me because I know how to use the camera, you know, the actual SLS
Mhm.
rig.
And you have
And
experience with it.
yeah, and I mean, it was mapping everything. It was like, no, no, because they were using their app and I was using the actual camera. when I was at Shelley's, and what they were, what it was mapping, my SLS was not mapping anything.
Mhm.
And I said, I don't think you got anything there. And they swore. I said, no, I don't think you do. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, but this one I found had a lot of good reviews, but it it distinguished things a lot better than some of the other ones. So that's why I got
Okay.
this one. And so far, it has helped. I mean, I use it off and on just to try it out, you know, just to see what it'll map, accidentally. And like some of those apps were like it was mapping something, mapping the chair, but there wasn't, it's like you're
Right.
mapping the chair. You're not, you know, you can see what you're mapping, but this one didn't do that, you know. So would I like to take my SLS full rig? Yes, I would. But number one, it gets a little tough to get through security. Number two,
Yeah.
it's heavy
Yeah.
carrying it around. So don't enjoy doing that. So the app is the next best thing. Try it, you know. And I got
Well,
my
you know,
Necrophonic, and then I've also got the Scottish Paranormal app. Both
yes.
of those do not have any type of void or word database, either one of them. So whatever you get, you get. It's
Yeah.
just, so those two, and then the SLS I've got. So hopefully one of them, and using the K2, you know, the purple one that you got me.
Yeah.
And then I do
Well, my
have the
pink one is
new,
packed.
I've got my purple one packed, and I also got the my new REM pod.
Mhm.
Yours is smaller than mine. You got a new one
Mine
that's
is small.
smaller. This one is kind of not as big as the round one, my original one, but it's kind of, the antenna comes apart, and I
Mhm.
can change the setting from that annoying buzz sound when something comes up to like
Yeah.
a tune. It sounds like a tune. So,
Mhm.
but it'll light up just like the other one. So,
Yeah. Well, my antenna comes off to pack it
yeah,
to
mine
travel,
did too. Yep, which
and
is nice.
you know it is,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really excited because I've got my paranormal experience bag packed,
Hmm.
and then I was like, "Hey, wait, what am I doing?" Go ahead and wrap this stuff in my clothes and my
Mm-hmm.
carry-on, and that has wheels,
Mm-hmm.
and then throw some clothes in my backpack.
Yep.
Duh. So I'm going
Work.
to do, well, whatever it takes to not have to tote that equipment through the airport
Yeah. Well, I'm
because,
checking mine in, so mine's in my
yeah,
vest, packed in my vest. So
yeah,
it's gonna go through. I'm not carrying it on, so
mhm,
it's just gonna get checked in with my other stuff.
yeah.
And like I said, I
Well, I was
narrowed it down to
thinking,
nine volt batteries.
yeah.
So I just got a couple three 9 volt extra 9 volts. So
Well,
and
I
then I
was
did
going to
that.
tell you because something that I learned when I was, where was I going? I had my equipment with me, and everything had rechargeable batteries. Everything was recharge,
Yeah.
and they wanted me to gate check, and I'm like, you can't put this in the hold.
Yeah.
Everything in there is a lithium rechargeable battery,
Yeah.
and I can't take them out because they're built in.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's okay. We can do that. I said, you have told me for 20 years I
Yeah.
cannot put these in the hold.
Yeah.
So you're not gate checking my bag. I'll be more than happy to, you know, do something,
Yeah.
but I'm not, you can't gate check this bag. It's a hazard.
Yeah.
And she was like, I will put it in the closet with my coat. I was like, that would be okay
Yeah.
because they didn't have any room in the hold above the head.
Okay.
And But I mean, I was like, we can't do that.
No.
We
That's,
cannot do that. You said that's a danger.
yeah.
And I'm not blowing this plane out of the air because you want me to put my bag in the hold, you know. So I said, I'm really not trying to be difficult, but you said that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, she went and went in that argument.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was like, I'm
That's
not trying to
another
be
reason
difficult.
why I just get regular batteries, because then there's no,
Yeah.
I
Well,
just,
I've got a lot with me that takes them.
oh,
In fact, David went and bought me a nice supply of batteries to toss in my luggage.
yeah.
So, which I thought was really, really sweet. He's such a good
Yeah.
husband. But it was
I've also
it
got the
was just
battery tester, that
yeah.
Rick said I needed to get that. And he wasn't wrong.
Well, I'm
You
glad
know,
one of us has it.
I've got the battery tester and I've got the
Yeah.
little baby screwdriver so I can take the
Yeah.
screws out if we have to. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I
You
just
got snacks
wish.
too.
Hmm?
And you've got snacks.
Yes, I do.
I'm so excited about the snacks. Forget the batteries. I'm excited for the snacks. So
Yes, I have snacks. I've got the peanut butter M&Ms, and then I just got the cashews. So we have sweet and salty.
I like sweet and salty.
Me too.
Guys, you have to know we travel together a lot, right?
Yes.
And we meet places a lot.
Yes.
And she always buys me peanut butter M&Ms.
Well, that's kind of
And
our
the first time
go-to
that we went,
snack. That's our
well,
go-to
and the
snack.
very first time that we went to the theater in Wraith Chaser Land.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that was the first time we roomed together.
Yep.
And turned out to be a good decision.
Yep. We did. We
So,
had margaritas, and it was
yes.
good.
Not with the peanut butter M&Ms,
No.
but you know.
No.
So, and you know, it really has been a really great, it started out being a pure normal friendship, and now it's best friends. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's just one of the best relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got
Well,
so many similar interests and we're very different.
oh yeah.
And, you
We've
know,
been
we
around each
kind of,
other a lot of lifetimes.
yeah, we have.
We have.
And it's fun because, you know, it took us longer this time
Yes.
to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's really cool because when people are going to be shocked when I say sometimes I'm dramatic, but, you know, but not over the top dramatic.
No.
But I'm like, well, I want things the way I want them when I want them,
Right.
you know, and I want to be able to understand this. And if my equipment is giving me something that I'm not understanding, then
Mm-hmm.
I am wanting to know why, right?
Right.
So, and you know, other things I want to know why, but it's just like, hmm,
That's why we get along.
yeah. Well, Tom McNicholas says he can't see me. There's a picture blocking me, but I see me on the other side of the picture. So I don't know what to do with that.
Now you just got me in the middle. The picture's still there, and you just got me, and I can't hear you at all. You're gone. You vanished.
There we go.
There we go. Picture's still there.
Well, I thought I was making the picture go away.
You went
See,
away.
this is why Carl is such a genius.
Yes.
He is a genius. He is absolutely spot on genius. You
Mm-hmm.
see me, right?
I don't. I see the picture. That's all I see. I see me.
I see both of us.
I don't see you at all. I see the picture that you put up.
Well,
Now, if you keep leaning, no, the other way. Keep leaning. There you are.
well, see, I don't see
Okay.
me when I'm over here.
Okay, now I can see you.
Okay. Well, Tom, can you see me? I can't see. Oh, now he's laughing out loud. So, I don't know how to make it not be there. Let's see what it says.
There it goes. Now it's
Hey, Tom, are
ta-da.
you happy? Yes. So, you know, I wonder if people are going to go back and look at this and they're like, these women are crazy. So, there you go.
Welcome to
We are
our world.
crazy.
Welcome to our
It's how
world.
we roll.
Yes.
So, I don't care.
I don't either.
So, because the information is still good and they see me every week, they don't need to see me. That's my story and I'm sticking with it.
There you go.
Yeah. So, you know, I do have a couple of other pictures now that I know how to make them go away.
Okay.
But I wanted to show because, I talk about when we went to Balgony last year and we did the group event
Oh,
and everybody was so amazing and stuff. And this, maybe.
Yep.
And there we are.
There we are.
And yeah, there's Mikey taking the picture.
Yep.
But these were the people that came to hunt with the Americans.
Yes.
And this is in the main room as you enter Balgony Castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so taken aback the first time we walked in because it looks just like a Scottish castle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the armor over the armor and armament over the fireplace. I mean, I think that is just the quintessential walk in the door at a Scottish castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got another balcony picture here somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. Well, I don't see it, but I'm going to take that one down. But I do have, this is really special to me because I keep this here. And I've talked about it before. This is what we found
Oh.
and my friend Tunde, who was with us on our first trip to Scotland, she had some other issues, but she was treated very badly on that trip as well.
Oh,
and she was in tears for a lot of it. And I would not like to have the karma of some of the people involved in that trip. But it was before we went back to Scotland, she succeeded in killing herself.
Yeah.
She was so tortured and so traumatized by life. And I was the last person that talked to her before she died. Because she reached out to me. And her neighbor had my contact information from the first time she tried. Stuff like that. And I don't know that Tunde was that into the paranormal at that time.
No.
She was going on a tour. And
she liked Andrea.
She liked Andrea to start with. And so She killed herself not long before we went back. And I was struggling with that. And when we were walking through St. Andrews, which is where
Mm-hmm.
she was very happy, she had become friends with us and was hanging out with Rick and us. And so we're walking through St. Andrews and we walk into one of the quads
Where that big tree was at.
where the big tree that she loved so much was at. And this
Yep.
is what was sitting there.
Yep.
The rule with painted rocks is that if you don't have something to leave, you can't take it.
Take it. Right.
And I knew that was from Tunde.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have diddly squat to trade for it. But you did.
Yeah, I did.
And it was seashells,
Yep.
which is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a very small seashell to leave for such a big rock.
Yeah.
But it was so from the heart.
Oh yeah.
And so, and Mikey's like, you have to take that. You can't leave that here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding it right now and I feel her.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And so that town is so special
Mm-hmm.
because to me, that's where she was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where she was happy.
Oh yeah.
And so, it's really such a bizarre thing because I did not anticipate having that experience when we went back.
Yeah.
But it did.
Yeah.
So you never know where spirit is going to find you. And
That's for sure.
you never know whose life you're altering. And I really thought that she was going to win that battle.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought that she was going to be victorious. And I have always wondered if that's the choice you make because people are so judgmental,
Oh yeah.
and I can't imagine a God not understanding that kind of pain.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because the whole thing is you can't ask for forgiveness once you do it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have my own opinions about that.
Mm-hmm.
And so
She was in such pain.
there's there. She
She
was in
was in
such
such
pain.
pain. And she
And
just she was tired. She was tired. She didn't want to
yeah,
be in pain anymore. And after, when you had June Lundgren on,
yeah,
and I asked that, is that the unforgivable
yeah,
sin? And she said, no,
there's
you're not
not one.
punished for that. You're in that much pain. I mean, you're going to be punished even more, you know.
Yeah,
So that made me feel better, because
I do.
that always, because it's the way you were raised, you
Mhm.
never do that, But I'm thinking through the years and all what I've seen and witnessed and things have gone on and happened, sometimes you can't triumph over it. Sometimes it's just too much.
And
And
in this case, it was. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. I mean,
she had
and
lost a
it's
child to it.
right.
And then the baby mama took the baby and left.
Yeah. And she had no idea.
She had nothing
Yeah. And
and
it
no
was
one.
just too much. It was just too overwhelming. And she couldn't see any light. It was all dark, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why I asked June when I asked her, she said, no, that's just, man trying to control you, you know.
It is.
I said, okay, just want to make sure because she's not the only one that I know that
Yeah, I
has
know.
committed suicide. And that's why I asked,
Yeah.
so hopefully she finds her way to what she needs to have to find peace is what I'm hoping.
Well, I feel like she has. I feel like leaving this,
Yeah,
and I have
so
no doubt.
yeah, that
I
she's
have no
finally
doubt that was,
found it, finally found her way to peace. And
yeah.
anybody that commits suicide, that's what I pray for, is please find your peace.
Mhm.
Whatever you have found on the other side, I hope you find peace where because
Well,
like I said, scripture, what I've been taught, it's like, you know, what I've witnessed through what I do,
hmm,
it's like, there's more to it
yeah,
than that.
there is.
Yeah. So that's just me. I try to be observant and I try to critical think about things and think things through, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to follow blindly, not anymore. No.
Well, through what we do, we're exposed to things that don't contradict reality.
Mm-hmm.
They contradict um, control structures,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
that's a
when they
big
call
deal.
you crazy. That's when they call you, whatever they want to call you. But
Sacrilegious.
yeah, they get really ugly. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, this is no. I question everything now. I never used to.
I do.
I do now, all the
You're
time.
all saucy and stuff now.
I can
I'm
be.
going to change. I'm going to change the subject
Okay.
because I want to show people how busy we were when we
Okay.
were there last year.
Okay.
Now,
The blur.
it was a blur, but I have proof of where we stayed for about 4 hours one night.
There it is.
This is the Bankfoot Inn.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not know that except that
Take a picture.
I leaned up, yeah, and I actually took a picture of the sign from our window.
Yeah.
So, because I was like, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
It was so funny because it was so precious, y'all.
Yeah. It was
And
beautiful.
yes, and we needed about another 12 hours there.
Yeah.
But
We were so
that's the
tired.
hotel we stayed in that none of us knew where we were. I didn't know what town we were in. I didn't know what the name of the hotel was. Nobody did.
Nobody.
And Mikey was the only one that stayed up and went and investigated
Yeah. I was
because he wasn't going
I
to miss a place.
I hit that bed and it was so
You did.
comfortable and it was so
You were
warm.
gone.
I was out. I was so tired. Well,
We did
that's
sleep
when we
good every
were
night.
that's the investigation that I was a murderer at Bannockburn.
Mhm. At Bannockburn.
Yeah. And we were there for quite a while. And I was really tired and it was really draining, especially with the guy that was mad at me. You know,
He was so mad.
he was so mad at me.
He was so mad at you.
Yeah.
You killed him.
I killed him. Don't know
And I
when,
don't
but
care how
sometime.
sorry you are if you're not the same person or whatever.
He
You're
didn't
just
care.
terrible. You killed me. No,
You
not
killed me.
interested. Not
Nope.
interested.
Nope.
Boy, I don't wonder what you did to him.
Well, from what I remember about the conversation was we had a fight over a female, over a woman,
Mhm.
and he wasn't dead when I left, but he died later. So he still blamed me. So
Well, yeah, because you killed him.
yeah. And
Adamantly.
adamantly. I mean, it was no wishy-washy. He was mad. He was mad. Angry. Very angry man.
I'm going to tell you, if you kill me, I'm going to be mad too. I'm just saying.
But it was the most bizarre thing is when I was in Bannockburn. I know it felt so familiar. That's why I blurted out what I blurted out. Did
Yeah.
somebody recognize me? Because it felt
You don't do that
like
anymore, though, do you?
no.
Guys,
Come close.
I
Hmm.
told her, and I told her, I thought, quit doing that.
Hmm. But
Quit
it was
doing that.
so
You're
over.
inviting something to interact with you.
It was so overwhelming in there. I mean, I'm not kidding. It was
Yeah.
so overwhelming that I had it. The place seems so familiar to me. It was
And you
like,
were so excited when you got a yes.
yeah.
And then you were not.
Then I wasn't. But yeah,
Oh, it was so adamant.
yeah. There was no wishy-washy about it at all. I was, mm,
We were
but
pissed.
yeah, he was mad. But it was,
He was beyond mad.
yeah. But it was definitely eye-opening. But I can't explain how it was like when I was at St. Andrews at the harbor. It was like your home. This is your home. And the same way I felt when I walked into Bannockburn. It's like you've lived here or something has happened here. You know this place. And it was so weird. You know how things come over you. It's like,
Yeah.
so I I'm weird anyway, so it's okay.
Well, you are weird, but you don't kill people everywhere you go,
No, I try not
which
to.
I'm glad about.
Yes,
I'm pleased with that.
I can be
So,
pretty bullheaded, but I haven't killed anybody. Thought about it a few times, but
fair enough.
fair enough. And then
So,
what was that? Castle Mengus? That was a
mhm.
pretty cool place. I like that.
I loved Mingus.
Didn't get a lot of interaction, but I love the castle.
Well, it's so pretty. And it was so, it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find, I have something from Mingus.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mhm. And I'm trying to find it. So talk amongst yourselves. So,
Yeah. Like I said, Mangus, well, I call it Menzies, but Mangus, um, it was an absolutely beautiful, well maintained
mhm.
castle. I mean, seriously, it was just
It was one of the prettiest places we
yeah.
saw
Hmm. And I
in
mean,
the
it had
area.
it had an odd vibe, but I don't know. I don't think you know being female. You know, I think that had something to do with it. Like, why are you here? Because
Mhm.
but yeah. I mean, it was stunning. I mean, the whole inside of that place was just amazing. You know, it was, just being outside looking at it from the driveway up. It was like, oh my
Yes.
gosh,
Well,
it was stunning.
Mikey came out and he was like, this is, we just stepped into a painting.
Yeah, it was
And
beautiful. And the clouds and stuff. I took some pictures of this castle with the clouds in the background. It was
mhm.
just and I don't take pictures that great, but these were, these turned out pretty good. But yeah, the what was it when we went? Was it what was it
Where?
when Greg took us back? Was it from Balgoni? when
Mm-hmm.
Mikey got that shot of those UFOs,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
was holy mackerel. I mean, the whole time at Balgoni, because it was during the strawberry moon, and I told Mikey, I said, if you can get a picture of
Mm-hmm.
the strawberry moon, because
Yeah.
it never really got real dark there, but you could see the red of the strawberry moon. And he took some pictures for me because number one, I was so tired. I
Yeah.
couldn't see straight. And so he got his phone out and took a picture, and by golly, there was a UFO
Well, so far
right
that's two
there.
trips, two of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got something from Mingus for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, Bonnie Prince Charlie.
And now,
His death.
when they told me this, I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, that's his death mask.
That is the death mask of Bonnie Prince Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And they had it for proof of death purposes
Mm-hmm.
and to prove that it was him.
Yep.
Because that's a white wax
Mm-hmm.
that they put over his face and peeled off.
Yep.
So.
And it was in a bedroom, which I thought was really bizarre.
Yeah, in a case.
Yeah,
It was in a case.
We all stood around it. Picture taken with it.
Yeah, I couldn't find the group picture around it, but I did find this one.
Okay.
So I think the group picture was yours or somebody else's,
I think it was
but
Rick
because I
had
knew I
it.
had it at one time.
Yeah, I had
And
somebody sent it to me
yeah.
because I said, who has the picture of when we got our picture taken with Bonnie Prince Charlie's death mask? Somebody had it, so I got it.
Maybe it was me, but I couldn't find it today.
That's okay.
But we had so many opportunities, and we had so many different experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, just like Sterling Castle, the first time we went there, there wasn't. We were rushed through it. The second
well,
time,
they didn't even know we were coming.
yeah, and then the
Our
second
tickets had
time,
not been bought.
was it Gary that took us
Mhm.
through?
Gary and Lynn.
Gary and Lynn took us through Sterling and took us into explained a whole bunch of stuff to us.
Yes.
I mean, his working knowledge of the history is amazing when it came to Sterling.
He's a tour guide.
Yeah.
A real tour guide.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves the history.
Oh, yeah.
As our friends with Scottish Paranormal say, the history is the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary feels that too.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's very good at what he does. Very good.
Oh, isn't he?
Yes.
When he took us to Greyfriars there in Paris, they have a Greyfriars cemetery in Paris also. I guess that's a thing.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful.
Oh yeah. And the thing that I was shocked was they don't mow it because of the wildlife. The birds and the butterflies and all the stuff. So they have a path you can walk around, but in between they don't mow it. They keep it for the wildlife. It was really amazing, because but like I said, the tombstones down there, I mean, we're talking 1300s, 1100s, it's very old, extremely ancient. And I found my Patterson name in that area, and then when we went to Inverness, I found it again. And was it Gary? No. Liam looked it up. Yeah. Liam looked it up and said that there was Pattersons in the Battle of
There were like 1,600.
Yeah. 1,600.
1,600 Pattersons in Inverness. Yeah. But look. Yeah. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. That was
That was in that Greyfriars Cemetery in
yeah.
Paris.
It was cool. It was so cool.
One of the things that I found is that the monuments are
Mm-hmm.
so astounding.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a reaper over a grave,
Mm-hmm.
and when we were in Greyfriars at Greyfriars Kirk in Edinburgh, then theirs were like the great big tall things. In fact, that's where Tom Riddle's grave is,
Yeah.
if you ever want to
The
know that.
name. Mm-hmm.
And so that was a lot of the names in Harry Potter came from the cemeteries and stuff around
Oh yeah.
Edinburgh because that's where she wrote Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was an interesting thing
Yeah.
too.
The one thing every time I go back to Edinburgh, I always see something else that it reminds me of Harry Potter. Like when we were at the Motel One there where we stayed that first time. If you look out, you can see like the glass where Waverly Station is, and it reminded me of the greenhouse. If you would see
Yes.
on the Harry Potter, it was like it
Yes.
looked just like the greenhouse where they grew the plants and stuff. It was like, oh my
The
gosh,
spring and plants. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and Waverly Station. I mean, it reminds you of you know platform 9 3/4. If you look,
Yeah.
it's like, wow, okay. So yeah, I mean, you can see Harry Potter everywhere, all around
You
Scotland.
can.
I mean, you really can. Like when you go to St. Andrews and you walk through the arches and stuff, you
Yes.
feel like you know, you're in a movie, in like a Harry Potter movie. Hogwarts, a lot of the universities, there's so many
Well,
segments of the universities that look
yeah.
just like,
Glasgow. Yeah.
yeah.
Parts of Glasgow University are there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Edinburgh
Mm-hmm.
University is there,
Oh yeah.
or University of Edinburgh. But I mean, and I just love that, along with all the other haunted aspects of it, the witchcraft is
Oh.
so many people were killed as witches
Mm-hmm.
horribly.
Mm-hmm.
And yet now Edinburgh is known for being a school of magic.
Mm-hmm. Well, just like Cool Ross,
I, yes. Oh my God.
you know, that was pretty amazing place. Linda,
Yes, it was.
yeah. Well, the second time when me, and Rick, well, Rick saw that apparition when we
Mm-hmm.
were in that one part of the
Yeah.
what is it, the palace that was there.
It was in
It
the
was like,
palace.
you know, he saw it walk right by. I saw movement, but I didn't distinguish anything. I could see
Yeah.
movement out, like my peripheral vision. And Rick was going,
Tundy was in
what?
there with us too.
Mm-hmm.
Tundy investigated there with us.
Mm-hmm.
But we have got less than a minute. So
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad that you were here.
Me
I have had
too.
so much fun sharing these Scottish memories and getting ready to make some more.
I'm
And
excited. Yay!
so, for everyone listening, we have Maxim Furyk is going to be a recording next week, but I'm not going to leave you in the lurch. We've got good stuff for you. So, enjoy yourself, be blessed, and I will see you live when I get back from Scotland. So, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate every single one of you. Tom, have a good night, and y'all be blessed. Take care. Good night.